I told you not to sit on the toilet.
All right. Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Taps, Racks, and Bangs podcast. Back with us today, myself, as always, Dave. We have Dr. Feelgood.
And Big Dick Dorian.
And Big Dick Dorian.
Hello.
Hello.
We'll tell you the story one day why he's called Big Dick Dorian, but another time.
I don't imagine it would have anything to do with
the size of my feet.
His education.
He was just an asshole one day.
Oh man! Speaking of big dicks, do you see that like Paris Hilton is like trying to come back and like she's trying to make a comeback? Another reason why I say big dicks is because she can take a big dick.
Well, that's true.
And we've all seen it.
But she needs better quality in her camera next time. That's all I ask.
Well, yeah, their night vision is horrible.
Yeah.
But then night vision now compared to like 10 years ago,
That's true.
So much better. So much better.
And I heard the tits are looking nice.
Yes.
Really?
She has some new boobies. She has new chi-chis.
Should she go from like an A to a B, or what would she do here?
I don't know. I mean, it's like a decent C or a D. I mean, she moving on up.
Send us photos if you can find them.
I already found one. There's one on Fox News.
Oh yeah, but I want people to send it to us.
Oh.
I don't want to search myself. I'm a lazy asshole.
And don't send us the damn night in Paris. We don't need to see that crap again. That was a disaster.
We need a new night in Paris.
No, we need a night in Dallas. Okay, so again, welcome back. We're just going to dive right into these sponsors just to get them out of the way. First and always, Advocate Construction. Got Nathan Moore heading up that and basically providing everything for your foundation and leveling and construction needs. He can remodel your home. He can get you leveled. He can level you out. He can also level your house.
Literally. If you
Literally.
Want
He
to.
could.
Don't
And then he could rebuild it.
Yes, he could. So, moral of the story, don't piss off people who deal with the foundation of your house. Call Nathan Moore at Advocate Construction.
Yeah. And next on the list, we've got Spartan Firearms Academy with Anthony Keelan and his stepbrother Brock, teaching everybody and helping everybody learn how to properly handle and shoot firearms.
Bingo.
They can also provide you with your license to carry certifications. They also have everything from basic to advanced pistol, shotgun, rifle classes, you name it. They've got over 15 years of combat veteran experience.
Yeah, I think it's time for me to get myself back in shape.
It should be. Hey, I could use a little bit of tone up as well.
You're fine, Dorian.
Dorian's good. he still does. I gotta admit, I still envy you. Like, I still wish I could do manual labor. You know, like working like in the factories and like working on wire lines and stuff like that.
It's not all as cracked up.
I know it's not all as cracked up. I've been there. I've done it. I know it is. But you know what? The funny thing is that while you're in it, you hate it. But once you're out of it, you miss it. And I mean, like, I've experienced it myself because now I sit behind a damn desk. And like, no, I can't do that. Now, granted, I still get to move around and I still get to travel and, you know, I still get to talk to anybody and everybody in the world. But I'm still an indoor kitty now. Like, I don't get to play outside in the elements. And, you know, like I said, it sounds crazy. It sounds crazy, especially here in Texas, in the damn summertime, reaching 120 degrees. And then during the wintertime, getting like -10.
Frozen.
Yeah.
How high does your balls get to try and maintain that warmth?
Your throat.
Yeah, I hide inside.
Your throat.
Your throat.
Basically, I avoid going outside
Like,
at all.
Damn.
You know, like, oh man, anytime I worked in, like, let's talk about whenever I was stationed overseas, over in England. Always cold. Always cold. Or rainy. Or both. But during the wintertime, I never had to worry about getting kicked in the nuts or something hitting me because they weren't there. They were hiding up inside my stomach.
Yeah, no joke. Also for a sponsor, we have Tyler 360 Griffin 360. Grifter now?
It's been Grifter.
I thought it was Griffin.
No, his last name is
You're
Griffin.
welcome, but that's also why you're not here, I guess. I need to know more.
Grifter 360 Production for all of your audio and video needs. He also helps us put this wonderful shit show together that we are still providing.
Kazaa!
For all you beautiful people.
The fuck?
I don't know. It's got to slaughter it. I need to give him some kind of warrior call. There
We're
you
like
go.
on Mike Tonight, Kazaa and shit.
Kazaa!
I only know that because I'm a kid that watches Mike Tonight.
I'm too young for that shit.
Oh, man. What were we talking about? Porn? We were talking about porn earlier.
Oh, God. Yep.
Oh, because we got stuck on the
Paris
Hilton.
Yes.
Yes, Paris Hilton. You dirty slut.
Send photos. I'm curious about her new and large breast. I'm curious about that.
Who's going to send you photos? Paris?
Anybody and everybody.
Hell, Paris could send us some photos.
She probably would.
enjoy
She needs some
that.
publicity.
Yeah, we'll give her some publicity.
Yeah, we would. Come on, Paris, you heard this first. Come on. Let us sponsor you.
She's not going to listen to this.
You never know. You never know.
Oh, man.
Go back and listen to episode 3.
If you do want to send us pictures, you can send them to our Facebook page, Taps, Racks, Bangs, or you can send it to our email, tapsracksandbangs@gmail.com. Or we're also on Twitter. And we're also, hell, put Paris's tits on Instagram. Put them on our Instagram page.
There you go.
Or we could just go to her Instagram. I'm sure we could find them there, too.
Hopefully unsheathed and
Yeah,
out there for the world to
that's
see.
not going to happen.
Oh.
Not yet. She needs to make that night in Dallas.
No, it's nothing against Paris.
If
I'm
the
sure.
dots on the nipples.
Okay, what happens if you get a new toy? You show it off. What happens if I buy a new gun? The first thing I'm gonna do is like, dude, you gotta see this. I buy a new truck. Hey man, you gotta check this shit out. If I bought a pair of tits, I'd be showing everybody.
Exactly.
I guess that's between men and women, I guess.
I haven't met a woman with fake tits that hasn't shown them to me. They want to show them.
That is very true.
They bought them for a reason.
They bought them for a reason. You're exactly right. They bought them for a reason.
I didn't remember
I'm going to
that.
show these things off.
Exactly.
I
To
know
be
a question
seen.
for somebody now.
Was that?
I know you got something.
He has something special.
So
Let's see let's see how beautiful they are.
But no, I'm sure that wouldn't be a problem. But I'm talking about like the wonderful censorship throughout social media.
Black dots done.
Yeah, they're not going to show tits on Instagram.
if you black out the nipple, it's okay.
Just so you know.
Just so y'all know, yes.
I gotta admit that is because I mean we're not gonna go back to like political allegiances and all that other shit, but I mean like I don't. Shit.
How you gonna say it, bro?
I almost said I don't identify. Wow.
Sound like a true political.
I don't claim left or right. I like to like be someone in the middle. Like there's topics on both sides that I can entertain.
Well, I think we can all agree on that part.
I can agree that I like how liberals are not so modest. Like I don't believe that like I mean I don't know. Correct me
You
if
like a
I'm wrong.
Mormon?
No.
Squirting everything.
No. What I'm talking about is like the free sex movement. You know,
Oh.
where it's okay to
I love how it
express
shows that
yourself and
after I got
express your
married.
Body. Right. Right. All of this shit came out after I got married.
Yeah. We got married and like, hey, you know what? Free sex. Let's go for it. Free love for everybody.
Free
Free.
love.
Let's take free love and free sex are two totally different things. You don't want free. Don't want free sex.
No. They're the same thing.
No, they're not.
Well, theoretically, free sex and free love does not get you in trouble with the police. It's not prostitution.
True. This is true. But it's also like whenever, let's say, God forbid, if you ever have to use your firearm for self-protection, you don't say, I killed that son of a bitch. No, you say,
I defended
I
myself.
felt in fear of my life. And so I neutralized the threat. You don't say, I killed that motherfucker. Because now it's premeditated.
Yeah, that's pretty.
So you can't tell a police officer that
I got free sex.
she was only $5. But
Well, that's why you say it's free sex.
the cop will probably look at you and say, I feel sorry for you.
Hey, wherever you can get it, Bram. Come
I
on.
don't know. The
Y'all know my drought right now.
police officer would probably say, David, go home.
Another one?
You have
Come
a
on.
again? Seriously? Go home.
Out of here.
It'll make it sound like I pick up prostitutes on a regular basis.
It's not prostitution if it's free sex.
Here in this
If
town,
it's free.
you don't want it.
Hey, we talked about those crabs earlier. McDonald's is the best place.
That's like,
Hey.
oh gosh, what was it? A great line I heard in a movie.
Condoms have a purpose.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. But see, like, I forgot what it was. Oh, the movie The New Guy with Eddie Griffith and DJ Qualls. Yeah.
That is not a new movie.
That is
Jesus.
an old movie.
I know it's an old movie, but the title is The New Guy.
Yeah. That's called The New Guy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm there.
Fucking idiots.
I thought you said a
Hey,
new movie.
hey,
I was like,
No.
Jesus Christ.
No, I said it reminded me of that movie. Because there's a line in there that Eddie Griffith says. He goes, you know, the sex you want, you can't get. The sex you can get, you don't want.
That's the difference between free sex and free love, y'all.
No.
But no. Like getting back on track
Sex is
here.
good sex.
Not
Sex
free
is-
sex. Because every sex has a cost. We covered that in the last episode.
This
Dinner?
is true. This is
Show. Can you do the helicopter?
So is there is there a thing such as free sex or free love? Does it truly
that's a topic.
exist?
That is.
All right, guys. Now let us know.
I guess, no. Okay.
I want to know
Theoretically-
the difference between free sex and free love in the community's eyes.
So, no, I think more or less what I was getting at is like the free spirited, like the open mindedness, like, you know, women are now like party foul. You fail.
You're welcome. I dropped my beer.
Who does not love a feminist?
Dude, don't get me started on feminism. But no. Like what I'm getting at is like now it is like somehow more accepting for some women to actually join in on threesomes or menage a trois or group sex and stuff like that. Okay, have you been in a group situation? That can be exciting. It can be exciting.
Depending on the communication of
You
the
have
main
to,
two partners.
Right, you have to have guidelines. Right, I don't believe that like couples and couples.
Belay. But I belay that.
What?
I belay that.
Okay, sure. We'll go with that. But no,
He's going with semen terms.
I'm on pirate terms. Guidelines. I belay those guidelines.
you're talking about parlay.
Parlay, burlay, marley, burlay.
One of the lays.
One of the
It's a lay nonetheless.
Anyway.
All lays are
Either way, in your group there.
Any lay.
Yeah, the main two partners that invite said third, fourth, fifth, orgy, whatever you want.
Orgies can be fun, I guess.
See, okay, you don't have to orgies. You don't have to have rules for. You just
This is
kind of
true.
go for it.
Like you find a hole and fuck it.
If you're
Wait a
talking
minute,
about
wait a minute.
yes, and you.
What
and,
if there's a two going in and the guy pulls out and goes in here? No.
that is the problem with orgies. Like
It's a hole.
It could actually accidentally happen.
All 10 people in that orgies all have assholes.
Yes.
So, I mean, that's 10 holes right
And they
there.
all look the same from the backside.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
So,
And you have to be a team player because if you say, what the fuck? You're out of the orgy.
It's like in theater. You
Just
can't say
like
no.
Just
basically, so what you don't. So you have a difference between an orgy and a three-way.
I'm envisioning Forrest Gump saying, and just like that, my time in the orgy was over.
Oh.
But you ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Dan.
I have a third one.
Oh, so you do still have a leg.
Exactly.
Big Dick Dorian brought to you here.
That you can't run too fast.
You ain't gotta go
No,
nowhere.
you thumb hard.
But no. Like, I'd probably say that'd be like the one side, like, where people aren't as modest or uptight about their sexuality. Because, I mean, it's human nature. I mean, and it's becoming more acceptable,
Here.
you know, and tolerant.
That's only in
Well, yeah, only in our country because we're a bunch of pervs.
Well, we are now openly admitted pervs. I mean, it's
Yeah.
like, was it that porn star Mia Khalifa? I think is her name. She's Arab, Lebanese,
Oh, yeah.
and how if you look at her traffic, she was being persecuted. They're saying they're going to cut her tits off, cut her head off. She's a disgrace to the Islamic faith.
Why
And
are we
yet-
wanting to bring Islam to
Mira, hold on. However, if you look at the traffic, because with the internet, everything is trackable.
Mm-hmm.
And there is literally almost 50% of people in the Middle East looking at her porn site and her porn productivity. So you're telling me that, you know, we may be more open in the sex topics. So are they. They're just in the closet still.
Wait. In the Middle East, yes, but like particularly
Well, it's
represent
like
like
alcohol
Europe,
in Iraq.
like
I mean,
like in
you're
Europe.
hiding it.
Well, in Europe, I drank them at 14, and no, I'm bad an eye. Here, I had to wait till I was 21. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm already drinking.
Exactly, and
Right.
most of the beaches, if you go to a standard beach in Europe, not a nudist beach or anything, you won't find tops a lot of times. A lot of times, the tits are out, and it's
Sometimes the bush is out too.
Hey, if
Even
they
that-
feel
yeah.
Even
on a
even
regular
the guys,
beach.
even
Yeah,
the guys are
they-
free.
they
Yeah.
don't
They're
care.
free.
Exactly, and we become
But do you see a bunch of guys walking around with raging hard-ons? No, you
no,
don't.
don't.
You don't.
They look at it and they don't even sit and stare.
They
I
don't-
sat and
right.
stared for hours. Like these, I'm like, I'm going to take. I had to walk over and say, I'm going to take a picture of your tits. I don't want you to be offended, but I'm American. And they were like, okay. Yeah, I
As
mean,
long as you
understand.
explain the situation
Yeah,
versus
they probably looked at you like, oh, you're so adorable.
Yeah.
Why, yes, here they are.
culture shock. You're welcome. Here you go. I mean, even
Okay.
the language of drinking, sex, in Europe, it was completely different. I mean, maybe not military, but I was over there for my high school years, and my lord, it was a complete 180
Well, that's
from
a
the
complete culture shock.
backwards of America.
There-
You have to suppress it, but we exploit it. Versus
Right.
over there, it's just
It's just natural.
blasé.
Yeah, it's just natural.
Yeah,
They just do it anyways.
your tits are out, and you're drinking beer at 15, and you don't think twice, and you say fuck.
Getting head in the back of a nightclub like it's no big deal.
That was only you. I didn't get that far.
Oh, well,
You want a piece of this too? Come
I
on.
will not confirm nor deny which nightclub. It was just a nightclub in England somewhere. One of those towns. There's a military base around it somewhere.
One of the
But-
three. Not London Central area.
Oh man, there were. I tell you, there was there was one time that oh man, I played a real nasty joke on a new boot that I had taken him to a field training exercise up in Ramstein, and we took the night out in Frankfurt, Germany.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
He said, well, the new guys, he was just like, man, I want to go experience it. Like, this is awesome. He said, where are we going? I said, we're going to go, I want to take you to a nightclub. You want to go to a nightclub? He goes, yeah, let's go to a nightclub.
You know the
"Oh,
Red
yeah."
District, did you?
This is I took him straight to the Red District.
I got a fun story about
He
that.
goes in there, and, like, there are beautiful half-naked women. Now, granted, they were in lingerie.
Yeah.
Now, we don't find this weird. And the reason being is because the Brits did the same damn thing at the nightclubs.
That's true.
They do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Like, I saw, like, girls walking around in bustiers and thongs, like, in a freaking nightclub. Like, you can't find that shit here unless there's, like, a special event that night.
No, that's, yeah.
Right. You can't find that. But anyways, this bar that we went to down in the red light district, I mean, like, this girl comes up and asks if we would like to buy her a drink.
That's code.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Just so people know, that's a code.
Dude, this guy...
Not that I know.
This guy, I played, like, the nastiest joke on this guy. Like, I felt so bad afterwards. But then again, did I? No.
No.
I was helping the kid out.
He was getting blessed.
Yeah. Well, you're becoming a man.
Yeah.
Here you are. You're welcome. You're going to spend a shit ton of
Moana!
money in here, though.
Yeah.
You're going to spend a lot of money in here.
You won't regret it.
You're welcome.
I won't tell your fiance about it, I promise.
Ish.
No. That's code.
Yeah.
No, that's code.
No snitching.
No, there is no snitching. There is no photographic evidence. This was long before camera phones.
There we go. Nowadays, you got to worry about
Everybody
that shit.
wants to fucking stream some shit.
Yeah.
Facebook Live, let's go.
There was no Facebook back then. None.
Well, it was. It just wasn't prominent like it is now.
No, because Facebook launched in 2003. This was in 2004.
I forget y'all older than me. My bad.
Yeah.
he barely knows a life without Facebook.
Facebook's been my teenage years. Come on, y'all.
Yeah, I had MySpace before MySpace was cool.
Yeah.
And then whenever MySpace wasn't cool anymore, I just shut it down.
Yeah, it was like...
And then, it was whenever everybody else started picking it up. I was like, fuck this. I don't want any part of this.
Anyways, back to Red District.
I take it back to 11.5 euros for a drink. A drink.
Conversion that to American dollars is
$22.
Fuck you.
For a drink. I told that bitch she was crazy. And he goes, man, he said, that's an expensive drink. He said, I might get fucked up. And I said, you're going to get fucked, but you're not going to get fucked up.
Not at those prices.
That's cold, yo. Let's go.
And so, anyways, like, we ended up getting him hooked up. Like, there were like 3 or 4 girls. There were like 2 or 3 Asian. He had a thing for Asian women. And then
there we go.
I
Come
always
on.
have too.
You got your
I always have too.
I'm black.
But,
y'all understand.
But anyways.
Wait a tick.
So anyway, well, see,
I said you got Liz. He says, I got you too.
Hey,
now, see,
we're born with the yellow fever. Don't worry.
The Mexicans. What am I born with?
White fever.
White fever.
That's true. My wife's white, so that makes sense.
Like we learned how to manage ours early on.
Right? But so, anyways, I introduced him to this girl, and they start talking. I said, "Ma'am," I'm sorry. He's a little nervous. And she goes, "Oh, that okay? I take care of it." Like that broken English. Like we're in Germany. Like I expected her to speak German, but she understood everything I was saying. So I'm just like, "Okay, you take care of him." Another girl came up to me. Would you like to buy me a drink? I'm going to go outside for a smoke. I'm good.
Thank you, but no thank
you.
you.
But you can smoke in here. No, I'm good.
I
need some fresh air. I need something that doesn't smell like a locker room. Or I didn't want to be rude and call it a whorehouse.
Close enough. Well,
there is a certain smell if you don't know.
I need some fresh air and something that smells a little less burlesque.
So okay. So I had when I was working at the commissary back in said place in England that we both are derived from. There's this random story you're gonna feel incomplete with it, but I want to leave you with it. This guy, I'm taking out his groceries, walking to his car. He says, "Oh, have you ever been to the Red Light District?" And I'm like, "No." Like, well, me and my buddy John, he's black, of course. We went to the Red Light District.
That's it.
That was it. And the only thing I took away was like, no, he's black.
But you want to know what's
why was that there?
Get the rise.
And then there's nothing there. And I'm just like, I mean, granted, I think this guy was messed up because he paid me £10 for my tip, and I'm like, that's almost $20.
But you want to know what? Was this guy crazy?
Fuck yeah.
No. He told the story as he was supposed to. We went to the Red Light District. End of discussion.
And it says, you should know.
But why was his man black? Why was his friend black? That's all I want to know. Like, that was so random.
Okay. Because you're You're in
got
jolly old England.
And y'all got enough dick to go around.
Yeah.
Big Dick Dorian.
Basically.
Bringing it to you.
I took my black friend over here to the red light district. You know what happened.
There's a reason why he's named the Punisher.
Exactly.
He punches that shit. He punishes her.
Hey.
Oh,
I see what you did there.
I see what I did there.
So yeah.
So going back to the whole initial topic of where were we?
We're talking about like the differences between free love
And free sex.
Right, and how
And going with this movement nowadays that people are more into the mindset
right,
of
and more accepting of it.
yes.
Right. And how come this couldn't have happened 20 years ago?
Well,
Or 15 years ago, 20 years ago. Maybe it did. Maybe I just missed out on it.
No. The thing is, at the forefront of the movement are actually the millennials. They realize that, you know what? There's a lot of shit we still want to do.
We're good for something.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
There's a lot of shit we still want to do.
Fucking hipsters.
Yes. No. Hey,
well, I mean, you can say that.
I
but
love this woman. I love this woman. But you know what? I like sex too. And I like sex in a lot of different ways. I don't want to lose her. So you need to make sure she's in on this
But
shit.
she's on the same part. She's like, I love you, but I'm going to fuck this guy. We'll rendezvous tomorrow for lunch. Cool.
Yes. Partnerships. Like, I mean, a lot of
It is so
relationships are not even
unusual.
marriages anymore. They're
Like,
partnerships.
I'm a millennial, and I'm married to a woman who she is very traditional, found her ways, and
You married a good one.
I mean, well, I chose that way for a reason because I like to make sure I have a long, healthy life. Because I feel like with that free love, I mean, you can watch movies left and right with the free sex movement, like we're not going to get attached, but in the end, what happens in most of those movies?
Everybody's attached.
You get attached eventually.
The friends with benefits that we talked about last time.
Yeah.
You always at some point like
You're gonna
There
get
are
attached.
rules.
And so
There have to be
I got
rules.
attached though because this bitch was feeding me.
But see, the thing is,
That's the way to a man's heart is through his stomach.
when you
Yeah.
create these open relationships, these people create these open relationships or whatever, and they don't. Well, some do. Some are smart enough to. Some don't. You have to create rules, people. There have to be laws and guidelines.
rules, and you can't parlay that.
But rules are meant
No,
to be
you
broken.
can't belay that. You were right with the belay. Dadgummit. He was right with the belay. He was
Parsley,
right with the
you
belay.
can't parsley that.
Parlay
Only
is
that-
when you sit and talk. Belay is when you stop the order.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go with that.
I'm gonna say, hold on. Do you have a Carly in here? I'm gonna say Carly that.
Carly.
Carly. Why not?
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I came with another way that rhymes with are they.
Inlay will do.
I think you need another beer.
I do need another beer. Hold on. Give me another
Sounds
one.
like you've had enough.
No.
No, it's never enough.
It's never enough. Oh, no. I got the last one,
No,
motherfuckers.
that actually was your fourth round.
I got two outside. And maybe.
Yeah.
He said, okay, baby.
Maybe.
And that one.
That's not mine. That's
mine.
That's Big D.
Because this is my third one.
You
Oh,
want to share?
This beer. you
No,
took
I'm good.
that beer.
I'm good.
You're welcome there. I use my tongue, my property.
We won't be.
Something millennials do, we lick everything. Well, maybe that's just me. I'm just
In the middle of the night, we will not be returning to that scene.
Including cock. He licks everything, including cock.
Oh.
He did say everything.
My property.
That's up to
You're
you.
probably-
You know what?
I like roosters,
being
okay?
a social
I
liberal.
like roosters.
Wait. Being a social liberal and a fiscal conservative, that is your right. To lick whatever you want to.
When did you become a social libertarian?
He is a social liberal.
I am.
And he is a fiscal conservative. That's one thing I love about Dorian the most.
True that.
It's like you do, and that's
Throw me for a loop, bro.
Socially, like with social things, yes, I'm a lot more liberal than most people. Some social. Some social things, yeah, you're right. Some social things, but fiscally and especially with things that have to do with our government, I'm a little more conservative.
Like minimum
Because-
wage.
Hold on, yeah.
minimum wage.
I want to talk about this minimum wage bullshit. Because it's one of those circumstances to where, I mean, I'm young, I'm a millennial, And I keep hearing this mindset, let's increase the wages. And at first, as a young person, I was like, hell yeah. But as I got into the corporate world, if minimum wage goes up, milk goes up, steaks go up, potatoes go up, everything goes up. So minimum wage is more of a plateau where everything else stays the same. So what do y'all think should change? Like, do you think minimum wage has any effect?
Minimum wage has a huge effect, but you cannot, for an entry level position, you cannot just start giving away fucking money. You have to grow up at some point and move forward with life.
I mean, minimum wage. I mean, what's the starting age in most states that you can start working? 15?
Yeah.
15, 16? 16? So, I mean, at that part, you're still with mom and dad. Right. That is more money for you to pay for prom. That's for you to pay for
gas when
you get a car. You know, doing your maintenance. I mean, that's not meant for.
If you have good parents, they make you buy your car.
Yeah.
That's
or
true.
at least force you to save money and
invest
and pay for your insurance or whatever the case is.
All that shit.
Yes,
it is for your extracurriculars while mom and dad are still capable of helping and supporting your life, because that is still their legal job.
Yeah, until you turn 18, they kick your
minimum
ass out.
wage was never meant for you 40-year-old.
Well, I wasn't even 30 plus.
Person. I'm going to say person because I'm going to be
politically correct. Cause
this person.
No.
40-year-old.
Okay. We are not allowed to be politically correct here.
We can't be my daughters.
Okay, dickhead. Get off the McDonald's kick, the Burger King kick. You know what? Whataburger kick, all that shit. That's your part-time job. You go find a real fucking job. And then guess what? You can put those two incomes together. Now you can take your minimum wage and your full-time, and you can possibly live life.
Or
take care of your shit.
You can work this minimum wage job while you're in school trying to gain an education to get a actual career.
There you go.
Bingo. I mean, I think that's an issue with a lot of people is that they don't see whatever they jump into as a career. They see it as a temporary job to jump to another job which, I mean, I'm guilty of. I jump. However, I dedicate at least 5 years to whatever job I'm at to do the best damn job I got so I can learn a trade and carry that with me into my next career. Because all I'm going to do is build my career. I'm not, I'm going to go do this for 6 months, see how it turns out. Oh, I want to go try this out. And actually, I worked at every single fast food restaurant, like somebody I know. They work at every fast food restaurant.
Not anybody here.
Huh?
Not anybody here.
Well, not in this group, but back in my high school days, yeah. That's why I don't talk to a lot of them, because they don't have high ambitions. Just saying.
You don't even have to have high ambitions, just a little ambition. Jesus. I can walk out of this room today, go out there and get a job at McDonald's.
I beg to differ. I think we're overqualified.
No, because all I have to do is just not put anything on there. They don't give a fuck. Like, I can literally
Can you
go
say
over there.
being the president done?
No. You provide your resume in crayon.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Bob.
Love me. I like burgers.
I like pizza.
Exactly.
Then shouldn't you work at Domino's?
I
can't drive a car.
Oh my god.
You gotta get off. You gotta get off of it. If you were that far along and you're still if you're that far along in age, hell, even if you're over 26,
hey,
you should not be working minimum wage.
Oh, no, I'm fine.
Yeah.
You should not be,
because you're at the point.
The only way that you should be working minimum wage is if your ass is still in school.
Define school. I mean, I was in college and I was making $12 an hour. Minimum wage is $75.
Well, that's.
But different. I worked my way up at the age of 17, so I didn't start at 15.
But you did not settle for minimum wage.
Exactly.
I had child support. Like, my money went that woman.
Which is the crazy thing, because y'all are paying a lot. I mean, there are probably quite a few people out there paying child support.
Guilty.
Off of a minimum wage job.
Child support is complete bullshit. We'll save that for another day.
Yeah, that's a whole other topic.
We'll save that for a completely other day. I couldn't tell you, like, how ridiculous I think child support is. But anyway.
Yeah.
I digress. Let's move on.
Oh, yeah.
So back to minimum wage.
You should not be living.
What? Okay, so we have disclosed our issues with minimum wage in itself.
Okay, so what do you believe is the cause of why people are still living on minimum wage?
I would have to go with the concept that people become complacent. People have the mindset that, well, all the big jobs are already taken. The boomers are here to stay. They're not moving anywhere.
I can't hire anybody because nobody will apply.
Well, that's going to say
I have jobs available for people.
Well, yeah,
they are high-paying jobs.
But the issue is
I can't get anybody with a shred of fucking common sense.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me get there. Let me get there. So you have people who they feel like the boomer society has taken the good jobs. So if they go into any particular job, they're plateaued. They can't go any higher because boomers are in the way. Now, with that being said, with the technology era that we live in, with cell phones, computers, IT departments, there is a plethora of job opportunities there. Oh, yeah. But the issue is, okay, forgive me millennials, I'm one of you, I understand.
Fuck that.
We are way too...
Apologize.
No, I'm going to apologize. I'm going to apologize because I don't understand my generation. I don't understand it. It's the entitlement. I don't get it.
Now see, right where you're at is millennial is not necessarily somebody who falls within an age range. It's a mentality.
That's true. I appreciate that.
It's a mentality.
And
because you don't act like a millennial.
I appreciate that.
You don't.
You take care of your business.
I had good parents that whooped my ass and made sure that I had my head on straight.
And see, right. My thing, and along with that, this is more on my social side. This is my social kick. I do believe that there is a whole string of low education there. You know what I mean? Where you've got people who are undereducated. Now, I'm not saying that's anybody's fault but their own. Don't get that twisted because guess what? There are schools available, there's money available, there are ways for to find success.
The only limitations is yourself. That's bottom line. I mean, like when I was in high school in my local city, well, I won't say where it's at, I was wanting to be social and literally nobody would be friends with me. Like, for a whole year, nobody was my friend. Nobody wanted to play with Phil. And that upset me. So who would I go with? I went with teachers. Yeah, it's a little creepy, but they poured in knowledge into me.
Did you see that hot teacher that was giving head and fucking...
Know,
that could have been you.
That could have been me.
This is probably another situation.
Sorry. Going back to pornography, how you start your career early.
No, since you
Daddy
mentioned
didn't love
that,
me.
like, as a guy, how could you report that?
You don't.
He
you
was
have
bragging.
No. What you do is you have fun it. You have fun like I fucked the teacher.
Exactly.
I fucked the teacher.
And then Billy over here is fucking mad because he can't fuck the teacher too, and he tells, and that's how that shit comes down.
Fuck Billy.
Little fucking Billy told because Johnny was getting head and getting ass from the teachers. Now the teacher is in prison, and he has screwed a whole extra generation of kids out of sex at an early age from a hot older teacher. I mean, the last one that went down, she looked good. She was not one of those ugly ones. I was like, damn. Damn.
Well, I mean, okay, so we talked about.
I would have hit that.
She's gonna be popular.
At 12, I would have hit that. I swear.
12. At 12. Well, I mean, okay. So this is a whole taboo subject. There's a separate part. We'll go back to minimum wage in a little bit, but I'm now wanting to partake in this conversation. Okay, so with the teachers in particular, I don't know how everybody else feels on this part. Do I condone it? No, I do not. But
nobody does.
As a man, I like an experienced woman.
Hell yeah.
Because that woman then will kind of help me better myself as I get into the adult stage and move on. Now, will I say there has been any professors when I was in college that I fooled around with? I can't say or disclose this information. But
that's a yes.
That's besides the point. But it allowed me to understand not to be a quote-unquote selfish cookie eater.
Oh, man.
Just saying. David, do you want to
never be selfish
No.
about the cookie eating?
Don't be
That
selfish.
You share that. You share that skill.
I'm
That
not
love.
going to disclose where that phrase came from. Okay, I will tell you where that phrase came from. I won't tell you how it came. My wife actually came up with that phrase.
She made me realize I'm a very unselfish cookie eater.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, that's not wrong. Anyways, go on.
You eating the wife's cookie?
Apparently, that's what I just said. My bad. That's not true.
He's eating my wife's
When a
cookie.
man loves a woman. Oh!
Not
Anyway,
my cookie.
not your cookie. My wife's cookie.
No eating other
About
people's
10 months
cookies
ago.
either.
Get
Unless you're in
hand-
that free love mindset, then, do you.
Yeah.
Boo, do you.
Yeah.
Her cookie jar is off limits.
Yeah. See,
Amen.
that is not your cookie.
What did they say? Bro before hoes?
Rose before hose.
There you go. Well, your wife's not a hoe, but, just. Sorry, Liz, I didn't say that. Dorian said that.
That
Just saying.
was not me. In any way, shape, or form.
You cannot prove nor disprove that. Anyways, so selfish cookie eater.
But no. We're not gonna go. We're not gonna talk about selfish cookie eating.
So back to minimum wage then.
Okay, we will go back to minimum wage. I do. Me personally, I believe that education is a factor. Yes, we've got too many people who are trying to make a living on a minimum wage job.
Yeah.
However, the reason why I believe this is such an issue is because welfare is so plentiful and so easy to get.
Oh my god. Okay.
So easy to get.
So-
for most like women or single women or even like
Hold on.
I've even seen like some single some,
Okay.
some men are actually being able to get welfare like this. You want to know something that's really messed up? I will give like an example about this. 2004.
Okay.
2004.
13 years ago.
2005. Yes. Fresh out of the military. Nobody would hire me because I'm a vet, and that was back whenever. Oh well, vets are considered a liability. We can't hire you because
You got your PTSD going.
Right. You get
I ain't going
PTSD.
special.
Yeah. So, anyways, no, they wouldn't hire me because either one, I was overqualified. That's the biggest bullshit remark, anyways. So here I am, and also something that was pretty heavy at this point was my divorce.
Oh, well,
That
we've
was
all been
when
there.
that was whenever I divorced
Well, I don't know
my.
about you, but I have.
That was whenever I got divorced from my oldest two kids' mother.
Yeah.
I was a single guy with two kids by myself. Mom kind of took off, did her own thing for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was raising my kids for like a good 6-8 months.
Which is breaking the stereotype because they say most dads aren't there.
Exactly.
You were there.
Exactly.
You were
But
there.
no, like,
I want my kids.
but the thing is like, I applied for food stamps. I applied for subsidized housing.
But you don't qualify because you're a man
I didn't
and
get
you
it.
should get enough.
I didn't get it. And I had a job. It was not minimum wage. And it still was
Then
not
you
enough.
damn sure don't get it. If you have a job and it's not minimum wage,
Yeah,
you damn
if-
sure don't get it.
I was working for.
Forget that shit.
And this is back
You
in
might get a
2000,
few bucks.
right. This is back in 2004. I was working for $9.50 an hour.
That ain't shit.
Well, back then it was
It was a lot better than now.
Still ain't shit.
It's still
because back then I think what minimum wage was what, like
Six.
or
It's
6.15?
$6.15.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so
But
like,
still.
I was making $9.50. Hell, I was going to accept that over nothing. Over nothing. Because
Gotta eat.
right.
I accept nothing less than 10.
So I applied.
12.
I applied for this
15.
assistance, this government assistance, and I was denied.
Because you're a man.
You have too many assets. What assets? Oh, well, you own your own vehicle. I gotta have something to get me to work. Well, you can sell that vehicle. It's paid off. I ain't selling nothing. But they basically gave me like every reason under the sun, like why they wouldn't qualify me for this. It was like the biggest crap in the world. But anyways, however, Their mother managed to live for 7 years on government assistance, which I'm sure, whatever. I could give a shit less for sure, but it's in the past. Is in the past. I mean,
Yeah.
we somewhat get along now, somewhat, and we get along because we avoid each other
for long periods of time.
Right.
You have to. Smart.
Right. I try. That's like, I can't understand how like some people can still be friends with their exes. Like, you are actively paying this woman child support. How are you trying to be friends with her?
I tried. As a millennial, I believe everybody can be my friend.
And kind of like where we tried to warn you of the whole marriage thing. I tried to warn you about that too.
Are you trying to foreshadow my marriage is going to go into bust?
No. That's not what I'm saying.
Okay, good.
No, I hope that doesn't happen because I actually like your wife.
I do too.
But,
I like her a lot. I married her.
You're pretty.
I didn't marry
fun
my ex.
But I mean, I really no, I'm kidding. But no. What I'm saying is that
the government did
Right.
very little to assist you as being a single father.
welfare is too easy. It's not regulated.
Well, I want to tell a story about when I worked at a previous company with Mr. Dave over here. I had a client that came into me and disclosed with me that she works 1 month out of the year. All right, and
for tax reasons.
For tax reasons.
Damn,
And so
that's
she
good
works.
shit.
She
I'm
gets
trying to
she
get
gets
there.
welfare. She gets WIC.
no.
And she gets all these other government subsidies, assistance, living in Section 8 housing, and all these circumstances, base living across the board. But she has the ability to splurge a little bit because she does work, and then when tax season comes, she has found a way to where she has 3-4 kids. So those each has their value. And she takes that and she divides it over the year. And she uses that for play money.
I'm going to bring up a stereotype for a moment. Does she have 24-inch rims on her 2008 Charger?
Yeah.
Or on her Chrysler 300?
More than 300 around right there, actually. But yeah, no, but she found a way to work the system for her welfare and being. Working 1 month. I mean, granted, and this was more mind-boggling, is her and her baby daddy were infatuated with each other, but they decided not to get married because they saw the benefit
It will
of
fuck
not
everything up.
Yeah, I mean, in a way, for them being separated, her being a quote-unquote single mother, allowed her to get more benefit and more support from the government than being married.
You know what? I can't remember who it was that made a study over this because this was actually done not too long ago. But what they found is that living off... Oh, no. It was a conversation I was having with a friend of mine. But he's really, really passionate about the whole minimum wage thing. But he's like on the opposite side of the spectrum, which makes no sense. This dude makes 6 figures a year.
However,
And he is on the opposite side of it. He believes that minimum wage should be jumped to like $12, $15 an hour. I'm just like, dude, you are batshit crazy and insane.
Yeah,
But he actually brought up a really interesting point, is that people who live on all of these government subsidies,
mm-hmm.
the reason why they don't want to look for a job
oh,
is because all of these government subsidies added up. If you were to divide that out hourly, that's $13.50 an hour.
yeah.
You're making $13.50 an hour sitting on your ass. Why the hell
Would I want to
am
get a
I
job?
going to go bust my ass for $7.50 an hour?
Yeah.
I agree. I don't disagree with that. I don't like the government subsidies for a completely and totally different reason. I see them as, I see like the government subsidies and stuff, just coming from where I've grown, places where I've grown up from, I've known people who have lived on these things for generations.
Right.
Literally generations. They don't actually know that there's a possibility for more. This is what they know and understand. They've been doing it. Their mother did it. Their grandmother did it. The government, and people say it's a conspiracy theory or whatever, but the government allows people to stay on these subsidies to keep them right there where they're at. They go.
It's legal slavery.
Yeah. It's a sheeple mindset, you know. You keep them where they need to be so that you can manipulate them. So if they don't, if they start getting too, I hate to say it, rambunctious, what do? You start like, well, we're gonna pull this away from you. Whoa.
It's a control.
Don't mess with my food stamps.
It's a control, and not to mention, like with the tax thing. Now, the lady that you were talking about, she was smarter than the average. I
was
tell you,
impressed.
She is smarter than average because typically what happens.
And she wasn't black, by the way.
And typically what happens in that they get that money.
You said all them kids.
Yeah.
She was Hispanic.
when they get that money, when they get the money for the kids during tax season and stuff like that, they don't think about the long term of it. They buy whatever they want right then. They not only has the government taken these subsidies and things and they use them to control the people, but they also turn the people into straight consumers. What can you buy with the food stamps? Food. Yep. You basically, the money that we give you, you're going to only buy food from.
That's it.
Guess what? Our subsidized farmers.
Don't get me
wrong. I am all for that because the farmers, backbone, still, heartland. We love it. Like, hey,
but to love it.
Yeah, exactly. We eat off of you. Thank you. But we subsidize farming. You know what? We're gonna give you money to go and buy food from these people. Yeah. We're gonna give you just enough money to go to Walmart, whatever, wherever you want to shop, and you can buy this stuff. And we're going to give you money to live in a house, matter of fact, and you're going to only spend that money at this house. And most of the time it's projects. And guess who runs the projects?
You're controlling demographics is what it is.
You basically control a whole section of people. And it's not just black. It's not a black, white, or even Mexican thing. It's a certain level. It's like almost a caste.
It's an educational limitation that these people are subject to. Exactly. If you do not have the ability to be a scholastic achiever or even be on their level to fake it till you make it,
you're not going to know any better.
You're subject to follow the crowd.
Right.
You're going to do exactly what you've seen.
I'm going to go with a philosophical approach here with Plato and the allegory of the cave.
Be philosophical, Phil.
I'm going to be philosophical Phil. You know, Dr. Phil is going to go on a philosophical chapter right now. With Plato, allegory of the cave, the whole concept of that story was that one man found a way to get him out of the cave. He went to the mountains, he realized the beauty of the wonders, and what he decided to do, he had two options. Be a free man, live in his bliss of his understanding of the world and around him. Or go back and try to set the other people free.
Right.
The end result is he went back in there and said, hey, guys, these shadow puppets that are controlling your every move, that's having you locked up, you have the ability to break free of that and go outside because these people have no true control over you. And that's where a lot of people are hung up because, like you said, my mother did it. My grandmother did it. My great-grandmother did it.
And I'm making $13 an hour not doing shit.
It has become the status quo.
Yes. And
why work for it if you don't have to?
So, I mean, as people who are in that moment, in that society, and if you're listening to this, listen carefully. There is a time and a moment where you have the ability to go above and beyond. I mean, colleges themselves, if you're the first time to go to college, they will help pay in grants, not loans, grants, to help pay for your education.
Money. If you don't know, grant, free money.
Yes, don't go for loans as a person who is in loan student debt.
Got tons of it.
Because my mommy and daddy made not enough, but too much. So we're the middle class to where, guess what I'm stuck with? I'm stuck with student loans up my butt.
That you're going to be paying for the next 15 years.
Well, I'm trying to pay them off in 10 years because I want to break the cycle. But, I mean, it is nearly impossible where interest rates increase as government changes their rules and regulations.
I'm telling you,
so
on
I'm
just a
limited.
certain set of them, like $100 a month for interest.
Yes. So, with that being said, I want to go back to the minimum wage situation. And as a solution that I think that most people can agree with, is it's not minimum wage in itself is not the issue. that is a symptom. That is a effect of what the actual causality is. Whereas the causality is actually the standard of living. Standard of living is what is really hurting us. Because if I go to Chicago, if I go to New York, if I go to Dallas, yes, will they pay me slightly above minimum wage? Yes. However, it is 2, 3, 4 times the amount of where I live. So I sit there and be told, like, hey, well, you can make $60,000 a year in Dallas. Cool. But when I equate that, that is me making $30,000 in where I currently live.
Exactly.
I am making exactly that right now. So why on earth am I going to jump to another place for, quote-unquote, higher money and be in the same situation? There's no need. So people need to understand when you move from location to location, check out the standard of living.
That's just another form of control.
It is a form of control
Right
because we say okay, so let's say we increase the minimum wage to $15 an hour. Yay, McDonald's person, you make $15 an hour. You live in, I hate to say it, bumfuck nowhere, Arkansas. Going back to where? I'm not gonna lie. For you and your situation, you are quote unquote banking money. You need to take that excess money and save it, invest it, move on. Control Walmart.
Nope.
There you go.
Nope. They need a new Cummins diesel. They need a big ass exhaust pipe off of it.
That's what I'm saying. That's
the
issue going back to what he talks
consumerism.
about. You go from what you earn, and you instead of investing it and making it, instead of making your money work for your children, you're making it work for your immediate instant gratification. We need to step aside of that and move into a more progressive, futuristic mindset on taking care of not our children, but our children's children.
Yeah, generational wealth. That is there's actually a phrase, and it's called generational wealth, where you actually have created enough money and a source of money that goes beyond just you, just beyond your kids, and on into the future. Anyway, look it up.
No, because then you're considered a stingy, a Scrooge.
You should be.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. You should be. Be that stingy, Scrooge-ish motherfucker. Take every dime that you can and invest it in yourself. Who else will?
Nobody.
Hey, as where I work in my job, you need to invest that money in me. Just saying. Because I need to put food on my table too.
They are. As long as you keep making them money, they will invest tons of it.
Right.
You know what I think I want to do?
But they're in the beginning stage.
I'm just going to go work in porn.
Yeah.
Go work in porn. Call it a day.
Go work in
Whip
porn.
out your dick.
1996. Waldo, where are you, man? We should have left then and gone to California to be porn stars. I miss you, Waldo.
Oh, that's true.
That's true. I was 6 years old. I have no idea what y'all are talking
He
about.
has no idea what we're talking about. Where's Waldo?
Why is that little guy in the striped shirt that just takes pictures? Of course I know where. He's checking out asses everywhere. Look at the memes.
They quit making Where's Waldo in '96.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Well, he's still popular as a motherfucker.
Yeah, of course
right
he
now.
is. It's Waldo.
It's fucking Waldo.
It's a conspiracy.
He's still around. He's just not there. He's like aliens.
Oh man! And with that, I think that is actually going to bring us to the end of our show for this week. Again, thanks for joining us as always. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or YouTube pages. If you like it and you want more of it, then make sure you subscribe so you'll get it. As always, I am Dave.
Dr. Feelgood.
And Dorian.
Big Dick Dorian. Get it right.
Yeah.
And we are Taps, Racks, and Names.